Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these dirty pennies are most valuable than you think. Don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're delving into a remarkable piece of American history, the United States 1-cent coin from 1961. This humble penny might seem ordinary at first glance, but stick around, because we're about to uncover its fascinating story and reveal why it could be worth an astonishing amount of money. To appreciate the value of the 1961 1-cent coin, let's take a step back into history. The early 1960s were a time of significant change in the United States. The nation was experiencing the post-war boom, the space race was in full swing, and cultural shifts were beginning to take shape. The coin itself is a reflection of this vibrant era. In 1959, the U.S. Mint introduced the iconic Lincoln Memorial design, which featured a depiction of the memorial on the reverse side. This design was meant to honor one of America's greatest presidents, Abraham Lincoln, who is known for his leadership during the Civil War and his dedication to unity and equality. The 1961 penny, produced during this period, was a standard issue coin, but it holds secrets that make it especially interesting to collectors. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1961 1-cent coin. On the obverse side, you'll find a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, facing right. The details in the engraving capture his solemn expression, symbolizing wisdom and strength. The inscription, Liberty, arcs above his head, while the year of minting, 1961, is displayed at the bottom. On the reverse side, we see the Lincoln Memorial, a beautiful representation of American heritage. Above the memorial, the words E pluribus unum remind us of the country's unity. The meticulous design not only makes the coin visually appealing but also imbues it with a sense of national pride. Now, why is the 1961 penny so intriguing to collectors? The answer lies in its rarity and condition. While millions of these coins were minted, not all of them are equal. Many circulated widely, accumulating wear and tear, which diminishes their value. However, a few coins survived in pristine condition, making them incredibly sought after. Collectors have a keen eye for quality. Coins that are uncirculated or have minimal signs of wear can fetch significantly higher prices. The 1961 penny, particularly those graded well by professional coin grading services, has captured the interest of numismatists around the country. One of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting is the possibility of finding error coins. The 1961 penny is no exception. Some examples of this coin exhibit minting errors, such as double strikes or misprints, making them highly desirable to collectors. These errors can drastically increase a coin's value, and finding one is akin to striking gold. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1961 penny with a notable error, you might just have a treasure in your hands. So, what's the market value of the 1961 1-cent coin? The answer can vary widely based on condition and rarity. Most common 1961 pennies can be found for just a few cents, but those in mint condition can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The real shocker comes when we consider the most pristine examples. If you happen to have one that is graded at the highest levels, you could be looking at a staggering value. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, the 1961 United States 1-cent coin, in pristine condition or with rare minting errors, can be worth an incredible $65,000. That's right, $65,000 for a single penny. Who would have thought that such a small piece of metal could hold such immense value? If you have any old coins lying around or come across a 1961 penny, take a moment to check its condition. It could lead to a significant payday. If you enjoyed this exploration into the world of rare coins, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Top 2. We're diving into a piece of American history that's not only rich in culture but also potentially valuable, the United States 1-cent coin from 1976. At first glance, this penny might seem like just another coin, but as we explore its unique features and historical significance, you'll discover why it could be worth a jaw-dropping amount of money. Stick around until the end, because you won't want to miss the value revelation. Let's set the stage. The year 1976 was monumental for the United States. It marked the bicentennial celebration of our nation's independence, a time when Americans were reflecting on their history, values, and aspirations for the future. The spirit of patriotism was at an all-time high, and this year was packed with parades, fireworks, and a renewed sense of national pride. In honor of this significant milestone, the U.S. Mint decided to issue a special design for the cent coin, showcasing a unique reverse that many collectors find fascinating. This particular design connects directly to a pivotal moment in American history, making it not just a coin, but a symbol of freedom and unity. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1976 1-cent coin. On the obverse side, you'll find the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, which has graced the penny since 1909. The details are exquisite, capturing the dignity and legacy of this remarkable president. Surrounding Lincoln are the words "Liberty" and the year 1976. But the real star of this coin is on the reverse side. For the bicentennial celebration, the design was altered to feature a depiction of the Liberty Bell, along with the inscription 1776 to 1976. This beautiful representation not only commemorates the nation's founding but also connects us to our shared history. The bell, an iconic symbol of American independence, reminds us of the values we hold dear. So, what makes the 1976 penny so appealing to collectors? While millions were minted, not all are created equal. The rarity and condition of these coins play a crucial role in determining their value. Most 1976 pennies were circulated widely, leading to significant wear. However, a small number were preserved in uncirculated condition, making them highly sought after in the collector's market. Collectors value coins not just for their age, but for their condition, rarity, and unique features. If you happen to have a 1976 penny in exceptional condition, you could be sitting on a hidden treasure. As with any coin series, the possibility of minting errors adds another layer of excitement for collectors. Some 1976 pennies exhibit unique characteristics, such as double strikes, off-center minting, or unusual metal compositions. These error coins are often considered one-of-a-kind and can fetch high prices at auctions. If you stumble upon a 1976 penny with an intriguing error, it could significantly boost its value. Now, let's talk about the million-dollar question: what is the market value of the 1976 1-cent coin? While typical circulated examples may be worth only a few cents, those in pristine, uncirculated condition can command much higher prices. The value fluctuates based on collector interest, market demand, and the specific condition of the coin. And now for the big reveal: if you have an uncirculated 1976 penny, or perhaps one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a staggering value of $55,000, that's right, $55,000 for a single penny. It's incredible to think that something so small could hold such tremendous value. So, if you have any old coins lying around or come across a 1976 penny, take a closer look. It could lead to a remarkable find. Top 3. We're shining a spotlight on a seemingly ordinary coin that might just hold extraordinary value: the United States 1-cent coin from 1988. This penny may look like any other, but stick around as we uncover its intriguing story and reveal just how much it could be worth. To truly appreciate the 1988 penny, we need to take a step back into the late 1980s. This was a transformative time in the United States, marked by significant economic changes and cultural shifts. The country was emerging from a recession, and consumer confidence was rising. Technological advancements were beginning to shape the future. With the advent of personal computers and the early stages of the Internet revolution, the 1988 penny was produced during this dynamic period, a time when the U.S. Mint was continuing the tradition of striking coins that reflect American values and history. But what makes this particular penny interesting? Let's dive into the details. On the obverse side of the 1988 1-cent coin, you'll find the well-known portrait of Abraham Lincoln. This iconic image has adorned the penny since 1909, symbolizing integrity and leadership. Surrounding Lincoln's portrait are the words "Liberty" and the year 1988, which situate this coin firmly within its historical context. Turning to the reverse side, you'll see the classic depiction of the Lincoln Memorial, a beautiful tribute to one of America's greatest presidents. The memorial stands as a symbol of unity and national pride, making this coin not just currency, but a representation of American heritage. Now, you might be wondering why the 1988 penny is of particular interest to collectors. While it was minted in large quantities, the condition of the coin plays a critical role in its value. Many circulated coins have suffered wear and tear, but a select few have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition. These coins are the ones that collectors actively seek. Coin collectors are passionate about quality. An uncirculated 1988 penny, free from blemishes and marks, can command much higher prices than its circulated counterparts. If you have a penny that looks like it just came from the mint, you could be onto something special. The excitement doesn't stop there. One of the most thrilling aspects of coin collecting is the hunt for error coins. The 1988 penny is no exception, with some coins exhibiting minting errors that make them unique. These errors could range from double strikes to unusual metal compositions. Error coins are often considered highly valuable and sought after by collectors who love the thrill of finding something truly one-of-a-kind. If you happen to have a 1988 penny with a notable error, you could potentially increase its value significantly. So keep an eye out for those unique characteristics. So, what's the market value of the 1988 1-cent coin? While most circulated examples might be worth only a few cents, the uncirculated versions can bring in a surprising amount. Prices can vary based on demand and the coin's condition. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, if you have an uncirculated 1988 penny, or perhaps one with an error, it could be worth an incredible $46,000, that's right, $46,000 for a single penny. It's mind-blowing to think that a coin worth just 1 cent could have such incredible value. So, if you have old coins lying around or come across a 1988 penny, make sure to check its condition. You might just have a treasure on your hands. Top 4, we're diving into a seemingly humble piece of currency, the United States 1-cent coin from 1989. At first glance, it might just look like any other penny, but you won't believe the incredible journey it has taken and the value it can hold. Stick around as we reveal just how much this little coin could be worth. To understand the significance of the 1989 penny, let's take a moment to reflect on the era it was minted in. The late 1980s were a time of transformation in the United States. The country was experiencing economic growth and stability following the tumultuous 1970s. With advancements in technology and a booming stock market, Americans were feeling optimistic about the future. During this dynamic period, the U.S. Mint continued to produce coins that would reflect the nation's heritage and values. The 1989 penny was no exception, showcasing the timeless image of Abraham Lincoln that has been a staple in American currency for over a century. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1989 1-cent coin. On the obverse side, you'll see the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of leadership and integrity. His image is framed by the inscriptions "Liberty" and the year 1989. The details are crisp and represent the high-quality minting processes of the time. Now, flipping the coin over to the reverse side, we find the familiar Lincoln Memorial. This stunning design honors one of America's most beloved presidents and serves as a reminder of the ideals of freedom and unity. The words "E pluribus unum" and 1 cent also adorn the reverse, reinforcing the coin's value and significance. So, why does the 1989 penny hold a special place in the hearts of collectors? While millions of these coins were minted, the true value lies in their condition. Most 1989 pennies saw heavy circulation and have accumulated wear over the years. However, a rare few have survived in uncirculated condition, making them highly sought after in the collecting community. Collectors know that quality matters. If you have a 1989 penny that looks as though it just came from the mint, you might have a real treasure on your hands. Coins in pristine condition are valued much higher than those that have seen years of use. One of the most thrilling aspects of coin collecting is discovering minting errors. The 1989 penny is no exception, with some coins displaying unique characteristics that set them apart. These could include double strikes, misalignments, or unusual metal compositions. Error coins are often considered valuable due to their rarity, and collectors are always on the lookout for these special finds. If you come across a 1989 penny with an error, you could be in for a pleasant surprise when it comes to its market value. Now, let's talk about the million-dollar question. What is the market value of the 1989 1-cent coin? While most circulated examples are worth just a few cents, the uncirculated versions can fetch significantly higher prices. The value can fluctuate based on collector demand and the specific condition of the coin. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, if you have an uncirculated 1989 penny, or one with a notable minting error, it could be worth an astonishing $44,000, that's right, $44,000 for a single penny. It's hard to believe that a coin that seems so ordinary can hold such extraordinary value. So, if you have any old coins lying around or come across a 1989 penny, make sure to check its condition. You could be sitting on a hidden treasure. Top 5, we're focusing on a modern piece of American currency that might surprise you, the United States 1-cent coin from 2006. At first glance, this penny may seem like just another coin in your pocket, but stick around as we uncover its fascinating details and reveal just how much it could be worth. To understand the significance of the 2006 penny, let's set the scene. The mid-2000s were a transformative time in the United States. Technology was advancing rapidly, with the rise of smartphones and the internet reshaping daily life. Economically, the nation was in a period of growth, yet there were also challenges on the horizon, including the 2008 financial crisis. During this era, the U.S. Mint was actively producing coins that reflected contemporary American values while also honoring the country's history. The 2006 penny is part of the Lincoln Bicentennial Series, which celebrated the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, a truly significant milestone in American history. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 2006 1-cent coin. On the obverse side, you'll find the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, which has adorned the penny since 1909. In 2006, however, the coin features a slightly altered design to commemorate Lincoln's legacy, with a clearer depiction that highlights his features and expression. The inscriptions, Liberty, and the year, 2006, are prominently displayed, grounding this coin in its historical context. Flipping the coin over, we see the reverse side featuring a new design that honors Lincoln's contributions. The 2006 penny showcases a unique representation of Lincoln's boyhood home in Kentucky, illustrating his humble beginnings and the values he stood for. The words 1 cent and E pluribus unum complete this meaningful design, emphasizing the coin's connection to American heritage. So, why does the 2006 penny attract collectors? While it was minted in significant quantities, the condition of the coin is paramount. Most 2006 pennies circulated widely, leading to wear and tear over time. However, those that have remained in uncirculated condition are highly sought after by collectors. If you have a 2006 penny that looks as if it just came from the mint, you might have a valuable find. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins in pristine condition, as these can fetch significantly higher prices than their circulated counterparts. One of the most thrilling aspects of coin collecting is the search for error coins, and the 2006 penny is no exception. Some coins from this year have been found with unique minting errors, such as double strikes or off-center designs. These error coins are often viewed as rare treasures in the numismatic community, commanding much higher prices than standard issues. If you come across a 2006 penny with a minting error, it could potentially be worth much more than you'd expect. Now, let's discuss the market value of the 2006 1-cent coin. Most circulated examples are worth only a few cents, but the real value lies in those uncirculated versions. Depending on their condition and any unique features, the value can vary significantly. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, if you have an uncirculated 2006 penny, or perhaps one with a rare minting error, it could be worth an impressive $34,000, that's right, $34,000 for a single penny. It's astounding to think that something so seemingly ordinary could hold such extraordinary value. So, if you have any old coins lying around or come across a 2006 penny, take a closer look. You might just discover a hidden treasure. Top 6. We're shining the spotlight on a fascinating piece of American history, the 1985 United States 1-cent coin. You might be surprised to learn that this humble penny could be worth far more than you'd ever expect. So, stay with us until the end, where we'll reveal just how much this little coin could be worth today. First, let's take a step back in time. The year 1985 was a significant one for the United States. It was marked by various cultural shifts, technological advancements, and economic developments. The U.S. Mint continued its tradition of producing the penny, which was first minted in 1793. By the 1980s, the design of the penny featured the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a tribute to one of America's most beloved presidents. In 1985, the U.S. Mint produced over 5 billion pennies. While this may sound like a lot, the truth is that coins from this era can be surprisingly rare, especially in pristine condition. As we move forward, we'll explore why some 1985 pennies are highly sought after by collectors and what makes them special. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1985 penny. The obverse side prominently features a bust of Abraham Lincoln, created by the famous sculptor Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's image is not only a symbol of American leadership and resilience, but it also serves as a reminder of the values he stood for: freedom, equality, and unity. On the reverse side, we see the Lincoln Memorial, another powerful symbol that resonates deeply with Americans. This design pays homage to Lincoln's legacy and represents the nation's enduring spirit. The intricate details of the memorial add an artistic touch, making the coin a beautiful piece of history. So, what sets the 1985 penny apart from its peers? The key factors are rarity and condition. While billions were minted, not all coins are created equal. Collectors are especially interested in those that are in uncirculated, mint condition. This means the coin has never been used in circulation, showing no signs of wear or damage. Additionally, some 1985 pennies exhibit unique features or errors that can significantly increase their value. For example, coins that show doubling in the design, where the image appears to have two outlines, are particularly prized by collectors. Such errors can turn an ordinary penny into a treasure, with value skyrocketing beyond expectations. Among the 1985 pennies, there are some unique variants that collectors keep an eye out for. These include the 1985 Double Die penny, which features a noticeable doubling of Lincoln's profile and the inscriptions. Coins with this type of error are incredibly rare and highly coveted. Additionally, some pennies may show unique wear patterns or other minting anomalies. These distinctive traits can transform a standard penny into a sought-after collector's item. If you're lucky enough to stumble upon one of these unique coins, you may have found a hidden gem. Now, let's talk about value. The market for rare coins can fluctuate, but the 1985 penny has seen a steady rise in interest among collectors. Factors influencing this value include the coin's condition, rarity, and any unique features it might possess. A well-preserved penny with rare characteristics can command a high price in the collector's market. Many collectors actively search for these coins, attending auctions and coin shows to find that elusive penny that might complete their collection. With the growing interest in coin collecting, especially in the digital age, the value of certain coins has continued to climb. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. If you happen to have an exceptional 1985 United States 1-cent coin in uncirculated condition, or perhaps one with a rare error, it could be worth an impressive $48,000, that's right, $48,000 for a single 1985 penny. Who knew that such a small coin could hold such tremendous value? So, the next time you sift through your change or come across a box of old coins, take a closer look. You might be holding onto a treasure. Top 7. we're diving into a true treasure of American numismatics, the 1981 United States 1-cent coin. You may be surprised to find out that this seemingly ordinary penny could be worth a staggering amount of money. Stick around until the end, where we'll reveal just how much this little coin could be worth today. Let's travel back to 1981. It was a pivotal year in American history, marked by significant political, social, and economic changes. The United States was in the midst of a challenging economic landscape, dealing with high inflation and a shifting job market. Despite these challenges, the U.S. Mint continued its production of coins, including the humble penny. In 1981, the U.S. Mint produced more than 7 billion 1-cent coins, a staggering number that reflects the coin's everyday use in American life. However, within this vast production, certain pennies have become quite rare and valuable over time, especially those in exceptional condition. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1981 penny. The obverse features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, sculpted by Victor David Brenner. This image is iconic, symbolizing leadership, integrity, and the values that Lincoln championed during his presidency. On the reverse side, we find the Lincoln Memorial, a powerful tribute to one of America's greatest leaders. This design is not only a piece of art but also a reminder of the enduring legacy of Lincoln and his contributions to the nation. The intricate details of the memorial reflect the craftsmanship of the time and add an artistic flair to this coin. So, what makes the 1981 penny particularly appealing to collectors? The answer lies in its rarity and condition. Although billions of these pennies were minted, not all are created equal. Collectors are especially interested in coins that are in uncirculated condition, which means they've never been used in daily transactions and show no signs of wear. Moreover, some 1981 pennies possess unique features or errors that can make them exceptionally valuable. For instance, coins with notable minting errors, like double strikes or missing design elements, are highly sought after. These types of errors turn a common penny into a rare collectible, often fetching impressive prices at auctions. Among the 1981 pennies, certain unique variants stand out. One of the most famous is the 1981 double die penny, which showcases a noticeable doubling effect on Lincoln's profile and some inscriptions. This particular error is extremely rare and beloved by collectors. Additionally, there are other lesser-known minting errors from this year, such as those with unusual wear patterns or metal inconsistencies. These distinctive characteristics can greatly increase a coin's desirability and value, making it a prized possession for any serious collector. Now, let's talk about value. The market for rare coins can be quite dynamic, but the 1981 penny has garnered significant interest among collectors. The value is influenced by several factors, including the coin's condition, rarity, and any unique features it may have. Coins that are in pristine condition or feature rare errors can command high prices in the market. In recent years, many collectors have been on the lookout for these pennies, attending coin shows and auctions to find that elusive piece that could complete their collection. With the rising popularity of coin collecting, especially in the digital age, certain coins have seen their value soar. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. If you happen to have a pristine 1981 United States 1-cent coin, or one with a rare minting error, it could be worth an astonishing $52,000, that's right, $52,000 for a single 1981 penny. Who knew that something so small could hold such tremendous value? So, the next time you dig through your change or find a box of old coins, make sure to take a closer look. You could be holding onto a small fortune. Top 8, we're focusing on a true classic, the 1960 United States 1-cent coin. You might think of it as just a penny, but this little piece of currency has a remarkable history and can actually be worth a small fortune. So, stick with us until the end, where we'll reveal just how much this coin could be worth today. Let's set the stage. In 1960. The United States was a nation on the brink of change, experiencing significant social and political shifts. The country was navigating the Cold War, while also witnessing the rise of cultural movements that would shape its future. It was a time of growth and innovation, and the U.S. Mint continued to produce coins that reflected the spirit of the era. The 1960 penny is particularly interesting because it was minted during a transitional period. This year marked the beginning of a new decade, and the coin features the beloved design of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a tribute to one of America's most revered presidents. Let's dive deeper into the design of the 1960 penny. On the obverse side, you'll see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, created by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's image has graced the penny since 1909, making it a symbol of American values such as freedom, equality, and unity. The reverse side features the Lincoln Memorial, a stunning architectural tribute that stands as a testament to Lincoln's legacy. The detailed design captures the grandeur of the memorial and serves as a reminder of Lincoln's impact on the nation. The craftsmanship of this coin reflects the artistry of the time and adds to its appeal. So, what makes the 1960 penny particularly attractive to collectors? The key factors are rarity and condition. While many were minted, over 1.2 billion to be precise, not all coins are created equal. Collectors are always on the lookout for those that are in uncirculated, mint condition. These coins show no signs of wear or damage and are often preserved in protective cases. Moreover, certain 1960 pennies have unique features or minting errors that can significantly enhance their value. For example, the 1960 double die penny, which displays a noticeable doubling in the inscriptions and Lincoln's profile, is particularly coveted. Such errors can turn an ordinary penny into a rare treasure, leading to substantial market interest. Among the 1960 pennies, specific variants stand out to collectors. The 1960 small date and 1960 large date variations are especially significant. These two versions have subtle differences in the design of the date, making them highly sought after by numismatists. The small date is rarer and often commands a higher price. In addition to these variants, some pennies may exhibit minting errors, such as off-center strikes or other anomalies. These unique characteristics can dramatically increase a coin's value, making it a prized find for anyone lucky enough to stumble upon one. Now, let's discuss the value. The market for rare coins can be quite dynamic, but the 1960 penny has maintained a steady interest among collectors. The value of these coins is influenced by factors such as condition, rarity, and unique features. A well-preserved penny or one with a notable error can fetch impressive prices at auction or through private sales. As collectors become more aware of the value of coins from the past, the demand for 1960 pennies, especially those in exceptional condition, has grown. Coin shows and online marketplaces are buzzing with enthusiasts looking for that elusive piece to complete their collections. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. If you happen to possess an uncirculated 1960 United States 1-cent coin or a variant with a rare minting error, it could be worth an astonishing $67,000, that's right, $67,000 for a single 1960 penny. Who knew that something so small could hold such incredible value? So, the next time you sift through your change or discover an old box of coins, remember to take a closer look. You could be holding onto a hidden treasure. Top 9, we're shining the spotlight on a hidden treasure in American numismatics, the 1983 United States 1-cent coin. You might think it's just a penny, but this small coin has a fascinating story and could be worth far more than you'd expect. Stick around until the end, where we'll reveal just how much this penny might be worth today. Let's take a trip back to 1983. The United States was experiencing a period of economic transition, grappling with inflation and changing social dynamics. Meanwhile, the U.S. Mint was busy producing coins to meet the needs of a vibrant economy. In 1983, over 7 billion 1-cent coins were minted, a testament to their everyday use in American life. However, not all 1983 pennies are created equal. Amidst the billions produced, a few special coins emerged that have caught the eye of collectors. These coins represent a unique moment in time and carry stories that resonate with numismatists and history buffs alike. Now, let's delve into the design of the 1983 penny. On the obverse, you'll find the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln, crafted by sculptor Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's portrait has adorned the penny since 1909, symbolizing values such as freedom and equality that are deeply ingrained in American culture. On the reverse side, we see the Lincoln Memorial, a stunning architectural tribute that embodies the spirit of Lincoln's legacy. The intricate details of the memorial capture not just its beauty but also the significance of Lincoln's contributions to the nation. This coin serves as a reminder of the history and ideals that shaped the United States. So, what makes the 1983 penny particularly appealing to collectors? The answer lies in rarity and condition. While billions of these coins were minted, the market has a specific interest in those that are in uncirculated condition. These coins, which have never been used in transactions, show no signs of wear and tear and are highly sought after by collectors. Additionally, certain 1983 pennies possess unique features or minting errors that can significantly boost their value. For example, some coins exhibit the 1983 double die error, where the design appears to be doubled, creating an eye-catching effect. These coins are rare and can turn an ordinary penny into a highly coveted collectible. Among the 1983 pennies, specific variants capture the attention of collectors. The most notable is the 1983 copper penny, which was minted in very limited quantities before transitioning to a zinc composition. If you happen to find one of these copper variants, it could be a true gem. Additionally, there are several other unique minting errors from this year, such as off-center strikes or coins with unusual wear patterns. These distinctive features can significantly increase a coin's value and make it a prized possession for anyone lucky enough to have one in their collection. Let's talk about the value of the 1983 penny. The market for rare coins can be quite dynamic, but the 1983 penny has garnered considerable interest among collectors. The value of these coins hinges on factors like condition, rarity, and any unique features they might possess. A well-preserved coin or one with a rare minting error can command impressive prices at auctions and through private sales. As the awareness of coin collecting grows, more enthusiasts are actively seeking these pennies, attending coin shows and online marketplaces in search of that elusive piece that might complete their collection. This increasing demand only adds to the coin's potential value. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. If you possess an uncirculated 1983 United States 1-cent coin or one with a rare minting error, it could be worth an astonishing $49,000, that's right, $49,000 for a single 1983 penny. Who knew that something so small could hold such incredible value? So, next time you're sorting through your spare change or exploring an old box of coins, remember to take a closer look. You could be holding onto a hidden treasure. Top 10 and last rare coin, we're exploring a special piece of American currency, the 1996 United States 1-cent coin. You may think of it as just another penny, but this little coin has a fascinating history and could be worth a surprising amount of money. Stick around until the end to find out just how much this penny might be worth today. Let's rewind to 1996. This year was filled with cultural milestones and notable events in the United States. From the rise of technology to the excitement of the Summer Olympics in Atlanta, the country was in a transformative period. Meanwhile, the U.S. Mint was hard at work producing coins to keep up with the growing economy. In 1996, over 8 billion 1-cent coins were minted, making it one of the most common years for the penny. However, amidst this vast production, certain 1996 pennies have become particularly sought after by collectors, especially those in pristine condition or with rare minting errors. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1996 penny. On the obverse, you'll find the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, created by sculptor Victor David Brenner. This design has graced the penny since 1909 and symbolizes the American values of freedom and equality. On the reverse, the coin features the familiar Lincoln Memorial, a beautiful tribute to one of America's most esteemed presidents. The detailed architecture of the memorial is not just visually appealing but also serves as a reminder of Lincoln's enduring legacy. Together, these designs make the 1996 penny a striking representation of American history. So, what makes the 1996 penny particularly attractive to collectors? The key factors are rarity and condition. Although billions of these coins were minted, not all are created equal. Collectors are on the lookout for those that are in uncirculated condition, coins that have never been used in transactions and show no signs of wear. Additionally, certain 1996 pennies have unique features or minting errors that can dramatically increase their value. For example, coins that exhibit doubling in the design, often referred to as double dies, are highly sought after by collectors. These errors can transform a standard penny into a rare collectible, driving up its market value significantly. Among the 1996 pennies, there are several unique variants that collectors love to hunt for. The most notable is the 1996 Wide AM penny, which features a wider gap between the A and M in America on the reverse side. This particular variant is extremely rare and can fetch impressive prices in the collector's market. Additionally, some coins may display other minting errors, such as off-center strikes or unusual die cracks. These distinctive features not only make the coins more interesting but also enhance their value, making them prized possessions for collectors. Let's talk about value. The market for rare coins can fluctuate, but the 1996 penny has gained considerable traction among collectors. The value of these coins is influenced by factors such as condition, rarity, and unique features. A well-preserved penny or one with a rare minting error can command impressive prices, often leading to bidding wars at auctions. As the world of coin collecting grows, more enthusiasts are actively seeking out these pennies, attending shows and browsing online marketplaces in search of that special piece to complete their collection. This rising demand only adds to the potential value of these coins. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. If you have an uncirculated 1996 United States 1-cent coin, or one with a rare minting error, it could be worth an astonishing $41,000, that's right, $41,000 for a single 1996 penny. Who knew that something so small could hold such incredible value? So, next time you're going through your spare change or exploring an old collection, take a moment to examine those pennies closely. You might just be holding a hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins and want to learn more, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for future updates. Thanks for joining us today, and happy collecting!